It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cards and the Silver and Black. Next on Madden Football.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium, here in Las Vegas. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Matt Prater, been around a long time, will get us started here. And off we go from Vegas. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end. But in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both. And when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
The first run for Alexander Madison. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. On the ground, it's Madison. He is in. Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Raiders. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. DJ Dallas now to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019, to lead them.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. Third and long. From the gun, it's Murray.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On the return is Tucker. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second and a yard. Again, it's Madison. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
To the air on 3rd down, it's Minshew. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. McBride is the motion man. On 1st down, the drive begins with Conner. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So after 1, 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, off. Heading left, it's Connor. A short gain up to the 20. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop. Gotta get it to the 28, but now it's third down. They go play action with Murray. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson.
That's interference. Defense.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll run with Connor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On the give, this is Connor. To get this to about midfield. Divine Diablo there to make the play. Second and 7. They'll go again here to Connor. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On first down, Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got his tight end, that's McBride. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
They'll try to work the screen with Connor. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. Good blocking, and he's in. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Arizona.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Prater's extra point is good. And the Cardinals will level things out at 7 apiece. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Throwing on 2nd down is Minshew. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. He'll try and throw with Minshew. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Minshew going to look to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing again is Minshew. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all time, third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. First and 10. They face second down and 7. They'll go right back to Connor. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here comes third and 6. Out of the pistol, it's Murray. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now Connor. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
You know, Mike, this is why they teach these guys to never give up on a run. There was multiple times there that he could have taken what he got, go down with the tackle, and live to play another day. But he kept fighting, broke free, and then look at the play that resulted. Huge game.
First down throw for Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Murray. That one, taken in. Greg Dortch, touchdown Cardinals.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill, so great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Abdullah now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Raiders offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action, here's Minshew. That's caught downfield by Tucker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They'll run Abdullah. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. To throw, Minshew. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Marshall is on the move. On 2nd down, here's Minshew. That's caught by Abdullah. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
They'll run with Madison. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Alexander Madison. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Dortch now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Connor. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Murray. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
We'll try and run for this with Connor. The Cardinals line up for a punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Raiders offense about ready to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Here's a run with Abdullah. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Straight ahead, here's Madison. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll fake the give, and now no chance at all. He'll go down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Play action now with Minshew. That'll be taken in. It's Alexander Madison. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. He gets that complete to his tight end man. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game. As they approach midfield now, they've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker can be a hero.
He keeps it himself. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Madison. And he'll get this forward only to about the 32-yard line. They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Now Madison. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Abdullah. 1st down and more inside the 15. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. He'll run, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd down. He'll run here. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, Murray. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.